Let's dive into what is going on with this crypto market. First of all, look at the positionings of longs versus shorts on some of the biggest exchanges. Blue are shorts, purple is longs. You can kind of ignore some of these like smaller, weird, skewed ones. Look at the bigger ones. This is Binance, that's FTX, right? Two of the biggest exchanges. Only 25% of people on Binance are bullish Bitcoin. On FTX, only 20%. The rest are short. Those are futures contracts. What happens when the short trade gets crowded, when it gets skewed in one direction? You get a short squeeze. In almost every single asset class, this happens. It's just a matter of when. So the further Bitcoin goes down, the more people pile on the shorts. What happens is the casino clears out those positions. There's a massive short liquidation event, and the underlying asset, in this case Bitcoin, skyrockets. That's a short squeeze. And so we don't know when that will happen, but we do know that we're getting further and further into oversold territory in Bitcoin, guys. Check out this chart showing the RSI metric for the Bitcoin and S&P 500 charts. RSI is a measure of oversold. So when it's deeply down like this, it's oversold, and when it's high up here, it's overbought. Pretty reliable metric. But look at the last time Bitcoin and the S&P 500 kind of like nosedive together into this negative territory. Well, happened here, bottom in both assets, they went up together. Happened here, bottom to both assets, they went up together. It's happening again. We're forming a bottom. We're catching a falling knife. I've talked about how we probably need one last liquidation event to scare people away for good before the market can bottom and start going up. We're getting that, right? So Bitcoin could head towards the low 30Ks. Who really knows? But that is a very reasonable target. And so check this out, though, because it's really exciting to see a potential divergence of Bitcoin away from the broader market. And it makes sense because the supply-demand fundamentals are way better than the broader market. Bitcoin supply is being taken off the market, and the demand is still growing no matter what the price does. It just is. People are accumulating at big whales, big institutions. It's different than the stock market. So check out how Bitcoin is behaving compared to the NASDAQ. Yellow is the price performance of Bitcoin compared to the NASDAQ. White is the volatility of Bitcoin compared to the NASDAQ. So it's truly diverging. So you can see right here, the Bitcoin volatility is low, way lower than the NASDAQ right now. Last time this happened, Bitcoin did form a bottom. So down here, this was right before the massive melt up. Not saying they're necessarily correlated, but like when you look back, whenever Bitcoin's volatility is way less than the NASDAQ, it tends to pump soon following. So right now we're at kind of a historic low. We are forming a bottom. It's very, very exciting, guys. But what happens when crypto pumps? When Bitcoin pumps, the rest of the crypto market obviously pumps. Let's go into some news and some of these other assets, which are going to outperform Bitcoin once people realize that there are other assets than Bitcoin in the crypto market. Right? So check this out. We have never before seen Cristobal Balenciaga, Couture Designs, they're creating NFTs. Guess where they are launching those NFTs? The Crypto.com NFT marketplace. Good for Crypto.com to get that adoption of a massive fashion brand. And so that's just one nugget of news, guys. There's so much going on. We'll stay on top of this market.